All right, let's get going. Thanks everybody for coming out to pitch day for 100K. It's a great day to pitch. It's our last one of 2023. And even though I'm in Las Vegas, we're having some AV issues. So I'm presenting from my office across the hall. So hopefully everybody can hear me and we'll be able to hear on the recording later with my 1990s gamer headset here. So we're going to hear today from Spencer Schmerling from Octad. Can't wait to hear what he and Octad are up to. StartUpNV is Nevada's statewide nonprofit startup accelerator and incubator. We operate count them, seven programs for entrepreneurs or founders and four for-profit investment funds. Our nonprofit is supported by government grants and corporate sponsors in the short term, and then over the long term by accelerator companies who pledge a tiny amount of equity to the nonprofit, and by our investors who donate 5% carry profit sharing to the nonprofit as well. Now we run Pitch Day for 100K every other Wednesday, where companies pitch for the Q&A and entry into our accelerator program, which comes with an investment from FundNV, our pre-seed fund, added to by our investor syndicate, plus a matching amount from Nevada's SSBCI program. Since 2021, we've completed 31 transactions in 23 companies, investing just over $6 million, with transactions ranging from $50,000 on the low end to $1.8 million on the high end, and our average investment is right around $240,000. And now for the legal disclaimer. So the founders pitching today for investment are pitching to our SEC compliant venture capital fund, along with our SEC accredited and Nevada certified investor syndicates. We invite the whole community to attend for educational purposes, kind of like watching Shark Tank, but hopefully a little nicer. And the educational component is critical to our economic development mission for our nonprofit here in Nevada. So once again, the pitches today are not a general solicitation for investment. For information on accreditor investor and Nevada certified investor programs, please visit startupnv.org. End of disclaimer. So our nonprofit work would not be possible without the financial help from grants and sponsors. The City of Las Vegas, Clark County, GoEd, the EDA, and the USDA are our primary grant or sponsor organizations, and I'd like to thank them formally for their supports. With all of that said and done, and knowing that this is our last pitch day of the year, no pressure, Spencer. You got to cop everything that's come before you. So, and there's some pretty awesome companies that have come before you this year. So, Spencer, you can start sharing your slides. Well, so
Awesome.
as soon as you're ready to go, take it away.
Great. Thank you, Jeff. I assume you can hear me okay. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you, Lee, for including me
Yep.
today. I appreciate that. So today we're here to talk about Octad. Octad offers make sure, there we go. Octad offers a unique value a unique value proposition by modernizing branded payments in sectors like travel, retail, sports, entertainment, and financial services. We focus on creating value by building and managing tailored credit, digital banking, and loyalty programs that enhance brand experiences through data-driven, experiential, and social engagement. This approach not only deepens the customer relationship, but it also opens new revenue streams for our brand partners. Our 5-year revenue of over $1.4 billion and strategic partnerships with major entities like UFC and Visa highlight our potential for high ROI and continued financial growth. So brands are increasingly frustrated with the slow pace and outdated technology that is provided by big banks, as well as their traditional marketing approaches. And they're equally dissatisfied with the new fintech entrants that prioritize speed over quality, pushing them towards generic templated products. This dissatisfaction is compounded when brands attempt to develop custom products in-house, leading to operational complexities and risk due to their lack of experience in the intricate payment business. Octad specializes in creating unique, experiential, credit, and digital banking and loyalty programs that will enhance our customers' relationships and create an extension of the brand. Utilizing transaction, geographic data through our proprietary platform for intelligent customer engagement and simplified program management without conforming to the standard templates and kind of in-box solutions that a lot of companies provide. So the market size for credit cards, I probably don't have to go too deep into this. You just look in your pocket and count how many credit cards and think about how many times a day you use a credit card. But the market size for credit cards is ginormous, just about $500 billion in 2022 in the US alone, expected to grow to close to $1 trillion by 2030. I won't go into all the numbers here, just kind of a highlight. So the way we make money is number one, through interchange. So interchange, for those of you who aren't familiar, is when you are a merchant and you accept a credit card or debit card as a form of payment. The fee, a lot of the fee you pay to accept that credit card goes to the bank that issued the card, and in our case, we end up with most of that money. We also have fee income. We have interest income. We have loyalty points that we sell to our partners, and monetizing our data, which includes advertising in our app, and then the rich data we'll have on our cardholders. Let me just clarify and back up. That's one half of our business, which is large brands where we do a bespoke program for them. We also have a second part of our business, which is a fee for service part. In this case, we're providing a platform for community banks and other smaller brands that want to have their own program, but really mostly towards community banks and credit unions. In this case, we're charging them implementation fees, program management fees, marketing fees, and various operation and consulting and processing fees. Some of our key competitors that you may or may not have heard of. The biggest thing about these are some of our fintech competitors. The biggest thing about them is they are typically offering a box. If what they have in their box is what a client brand wants, it's great. But a lot of them don't have a rich amount of customization and very limited customer engagement. Some of the more popular or well-known names that you might have heard of, like the Citis, the Chases, Capital One of the world, Synchrony, very much legacy marketing. They're not digital first at all, very slow. Some of the newer entrants like Bread, Credit One, and Avant, really bolt-on products, very limited on the loyalty side, and they're not digital first. And then some of the core processing companies, these companies require piecing together multiple partnerships and different teams, where ours is a full service solution. This is the kind of the overview of how our ecosystem works. So as you can see on the left side here, we have the large brands. As you saw earlier, UFC is our first partner on this. We were talking to some other similarly large brands as well. And on the right side here, you see we have the smaller fintechs or community banks. We offer our three core products: credit cards, digital banking, and debit cards, all combined with loyalty. We basically provide all of the interoperability with the banks and networks and warehousing facilities and customer service collections and so on. The core of our system, the heart of our system, is our edge platform, which is where we take a lot of data inputs. So we take everything from cash flow, so how's the customer's cash flow in their bank account, location, content interaction, psychographic information, demographic information, voluntarily provided information like through surveys. We put all that into our AI system, combine it with offers from our partners, and we create a social feed. So think of it as combining a banking app and like a TikTok feed or an Instagram feed. You're combining those together with AI, that is going to drive the messaging. Our team, Jason Goldberg, our CEO and my co-founder, he has been in the credit card space for 25 years. He has led all of product for Citibank North America. He's worked at American Express, MasterCard, and about a dozen other fintech companies. Everyone here on the core team has at least 25 years of experience in various leadership roles in the credit card space. As you can see, our advisors, we have put together a group of advisors, including myself, who are helping to raise the money and get the company started. So our traction, we have, as I mentioned earlier, signed a deal with the UFC. The brand is going to be called the Clinch, so be the UFC Clinch Rewards Visa card. And we will be launching that in 2024. A revenue forecast, I'll just cut to the bottom number here since time is going to be short. We're projecting based on the one program that we've signed, one other program that we'll be launching in about 2 years, and then 3 or 4 fee-for-service programs. So very conservative projections, and we're looking at just about 1.4 billion in top-line revenue. Some key financial data here. Our CAC is about $140. You can see our lifetime value to CAC is 35.75. And our EBITDA is projected to be just about $400 million over 5 years. And so we are raising $7 million. This will include the licensing fees we're paying to the UFC, company overhead for staffing and miscellaneous, tech development of our mobile app and our platform, and various marketing and operational expenses.
Thank you for joining us. I'm going to toss
My
it back
pleasure.
to Jeff.
Thank you.
Well, super interesting. A lot of subtlety in how the services are provided to the brands and the different banks and processors that are involved. And looks like something that your whole team is familiar with. So really, really interesting. And thanks, Spencer. And thanks to everybody who came out today. Investors, if you're curious how to become one of the people in our syndicate, you can become the 215th person in our syndicate. We have 4 opportunities for experienced and new accredited investors or Nevada certified investors. Our next pre-seed fund, Fund NV2, is just opening up. Our annual conference fund is just about to get underway. It's called Angel NV. It's a hands-on learning experience to invest at least $200,000 in a local company, but investors only have to come up with $5,000. So it's a pretty interesting way to learn how to do startup investing and meet a lot of people in the area that are also interested in that. We have our 1864 fund, which is a $10 million seed fund that's going to represent somewhere between 30 and 40 investments by the time we're done. And then the people who invest in all of those things make up our investor syndicate, and they get access to specific deals. Like one that we're working on right now that looks like it's going to close next week. So check out the investor page at startupnv.org. You'll find out more information and be able to register your interest. Registering your interest doesn't mean that you're committing to invest, just that you're curious about it, and then we can have a separate conversation. And thanks again to Spencer who pitched today and everybody who showed up and listened in. We're going to see you back here the week of CES. That will be our next pitch day. So we're going to be dark for the next 3-4 weeks until we pass the new year. But we're going to be back bigger and better than ever the Wednesday of CES week. I believe that's January 10th. Thanks, Maggie. And at that time, you'll see 2 amazing Nevada startups pitching then. So until then, take care of yourself. And if you can, someone else too, and have a great holiday and Happy New Year.